So when you're ready, come all the way down to the ground. Find a nice supine position. You can lay on your back, take up as much space as you like. And also, if you have a strap, feel free to grab it and just place it off to the side. We will use that at some point throughout the class. So go ahead, find a nice relaxed position, anything that feels right. Today, on your back, seated, child's pose. And if you are on your back, maybe snug the shoulder blades up underneath you, really softening the shoulders, down away from the ears. Gonna open and close the mouth, relaxing through the face, through the jaw. And then maybe check in with the low back, kind of see how the low back feels. See if you're kind of arching the back, maybe adjust the legs. You can always bend a leg or bend both legs. Find a spot where you can start to really let go and just kind of relax before we find some movement. And then if it feels right, it's option 2, connect with the breath. So as you inhale, start to fill the belly, fill the chest, feel the body start to rise, expand. And then as you exhale, start to feel the body soften. Maybe give the mind permission to let go. So just really connecting with the rise and the fall of the chest, of the belly. As you inhale, feeling that rise, start at the belly, to the lungs, to the throat. And then as you exhale, feel the body soften from the throat, the chest, the belly. And if connecting with the breath doesn't feel right today, no need to do it. But connecting with the breath gives the mind something to focus on, to kind of help keep the mind here, present with the body. Body is always living in the present moment. It has to. But as we know, the mind likes to wander to the past or maybe to the future. So for the next 60 minutes, see if you can just, focus on the mind being here, maybe with the breath, maybe with the body, whatever is happening in your surroundings. But also maybe, focusing on not attaching yourself to what's happening. So maybe letting go of expectations of your physical practice. Letting go of any outside noises, distractions that may be happening within your space. And just, noticing those things, being aware of those things, but not, holding on to them. And then always an option to set an intention for your practice. This could be, the breath as a focal point, coming back to it whenever you need to. Maybe there's a word, a phrase that feels right today. If nothing comes to mind, I offer up the word of kindness, which within the 8 limbs of yoga is ahimsa. So see if you can be kind to yourself for the next 60 minutes, especially letting go of any thoughts, especially negative thoughts, that inner critic that may pop up. Reminding yourself that you are not those negative thoughts. So if you have an intention, you can go ahead, place it at the third eye, hold it there, come back to it whenever you need to. And then take a deep inhale in through the nose, fill up with your intention, fill up with kindness for yourself. And then big open mouth exhale, share it off, let it go. Beautiful. Let's take one more deep inhale in through the nose, fill the belly, the chest, the throat. Maybe hold the breath at the top. And then slow open mouth exhale, empty out the throat, the chest, the belly. And then option 4, your Ujjayi pranayama breath. Inhale through the nose, seal your lips. And then as you exhale, take it back out through the nose. Find that slight constriction in the back of the throat, making the breath audible. Listening to the breath, but also slowing the breath down. That constriction in the back of the throat makes the exhale nice and long, which can kind of slow the mind down, but also tell the nervous system to be in that rest and digest spot, parasympathetic. And then you can stay here for as long as you want, but whenever you're ready, slowly start to reawaken. Maybe wiggle the fingers, the toes, roll up the ankles, the wrists, with the head, rock heavy side to side. And then option for a nice full body stretch. Reach the arms up overhead, send the legs long, take some wiggles. And then you can bend the legs, start to draw the knees to the chest, maybe grab for the shins, the thighs, and just explore some movement. You can send the knees side to side, and maybe take some circles with the knees, go one way, go the other. And then you can stay here, or wind removing pose, extend the left leg long on the ground. You can start to draw the right knee into the chest, and feel free to explore movement here. Maybe sway the knee side to side, roll the ankle, point and flex the toes. See how the right hip is feeling today, making sure not to judge. And from here, draw the right knee towards the chest, take a big inhale, give it a squeeze. And then as you exhale, find the twist, send the knee over to the left. Feel free to adjust here so you can have more room for the right knee to kind of draw to the ground. But if that doesn't feel right, you can pull the left leg up underneath. But maybe start to kind of bump the hips over to the right side. You can even lift the right shoulder to kind of make, the left shoulder to make room for the right. And then gaze can be up or chin can start to fall to the right side. So we're still warming up here. No need to force it. Allow the knee, the right shoulder to kind of hover. But then see if you can focus on lengthening the spine. As you inhale, draw the crown of the head towards the top as you reach through the left toes. Pull the spine apart. And then as you exhale, gently twisting, breathing into the right side of the spine. Let's take one more big inhale. Gently twist as you exhale. And then slowly coming back to center. And then from here, just start to explore the hamstring. So if you want to use this strap, go for it, or we'll come back to it at the end of class. But take time here to find length in the back of the right leg. So bend the right leg as much as you need it. And then maybe roll the right ankle, point and flex the toes. But keep the shoulders relaxed. And if you want, maybe add a little bit of upper body strength. So just gently draw the right leg towards you. Keep a bend in the knee as much as you need it. Take a big inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then when you're ready, you can slowly release. Other side. Wind removing pose on the left. Pull the left knee into the chest. You can grab for the shin, the thigh, and start to explore some movement here. Sway the knee side to side. Roll the ankle, point and flex the toes. Just see how the left side is feeling. Draw the left knee towards the chest. Take a big inhale, give the knee a squeeze. As you exhale, find the twist. Send the knee over to the right. Maybe slide the hips to the left. And then same thing, make sure to adjust here. So maybe draw the right leg up underneath to stack the legs. You can draw the right shoulder up underneath you to kind of make room for the left. And then gaze can be up, or maybe chin falls to the left side. And then as you inhale, think about growing tall through the crown of the head and kind of reach through the right toes. And then as you exhale, just gently twisting, finding space between the vertebrae instead of compressing the vertebrae. One more big inhale. Gently twist as you exhale. And then slowly coming back to center. And then exploring the hamstring, you can stamp your left foot onto the ceiling, grab for the back of the thigh. Just gently draw the left leg towards you. Maybe explore the ankle, point and flex the left toes, roll it out. But try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Relax the jaw. And keep a bit in the left leg. We're still kind of warming up, so no need to force it. But you can always gently draw the left leg towards you. Find where you want to be right now. Not where you may be at the end of class, but what's happening right now. One more round of breath, big inhale. Breathe into the back of the leg as you exhale. And then when you're ready, you can slowly release. Draw both legs to the chest, full wind moving pose. Give the knees a squeeze. And then release. Find a nice full body stretch. Good morning stretch. Reach the arms up overhead and maybe interlace the fingers. Press the palms away. But you're going to take some wiggles here. Breathe into the side bodies. And then we're going to come into a seated position, so knees can come to the chest, maybe rock forward and back, or gently roll to one side and press yourself up. And if you have a strap, you can even use like a back towel. Feel free to grab it now. So we're going to use the strap to just explore the chest, the shoulders, and also the side bodies. So if you don't have the strap, you can just, play with the side body stretching. But if you do have the strap, what you're going to do is you want to keep the strap tight. So don't be afraid to adjust the arms as needed, right? But listen to the shoulders, the chest. No need to force this. But I'm going to give you some options, so just make sure to do what feels right. But first, keeping the spine long, belly in, relax the shoulders. And then if you have the strap, go ahead, grab for the strap and then start to reach the arms up overhead. So just go as high as you want here. Feel, it feels right in the shoulders. And then you can always stay here. The shoulders are going to work. Anytime the arms are over the head, the shoulders are definitely going to work. Or take a big inhale. As you exhale, start to lean to the left. And then you can hold here, maybe send the left ear towards the left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. And then as you inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Breathe into the left side. Maybe allow the right ear to, draw towards the right shoulder. And then inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, release. Come back down. So you can stick with that, or we're going to add on one more variation. Maybe bring the arms behind you, okay? So listen to the shoulders, the chest. You do not have to force this. Just go as far as you want. No judgment here. So when you're ready, inhale, slowly lift the arms up overhead. Stay here or take it to the left. Maybe left ear to the shoulder. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, take it to the right. Maybe right ear to shoulder. And then inhale, come back up to center. Maybe stay here or slowly start to reach the arms behind you. Make sure to adjust the strap. Try not to bend the arms. Breathe into the chest. Maybe slowly come all the way down. So make that strap wider if you want. And then when you're ready, inhale, slowly lift back up. And then exhale, come back out in front. Okay, so we're going to do that 2 more times. Feel free to do what feels right. You can always skip this as well. So last 2 rounds. Awesome job. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Stay here. Or exhale, lean to the left. Breathe into the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Stay here. Maybe explore starting to reach the arms behind you. Maybe arms slowly lower down towards the ground. Try to keep the arms straight but not locked. And then inhale, lift back up. And then as you exhale, lower down out in front. Okay, one more. If the shoulders are on fire, skip this last round. But when you're ready, inhale, arms up overhead. Stay here or exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center. Stay here or exhale to the right. Inhale back up to center. Stay, or one more time, explore. Bring the arms as far down behind you. Inhale, slowly rise back up. And then as you exhale, release out in front. Awesome work. Strap off to the side. Beautiful work. Roll the shoulders up and down. Open and close the mouth. And then let's come into tabletop. So let that go. Know that, if you have tightness in the shoulders and the chest, that might be beneficial for you. But, listen to what you need. Now once in tabletop, explore some movements. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Take some circles. Go one way, go the other. Or start to flow into cat-cow. As you inhale, cow pose, lower the belly, lift the heart, find a nice little C curve in the spine. And then as you exhale, cat, draw the belly in, round the spine, ears can come in line with the biceps. So take about 3 more rounds of breath on your own. Feel free to move however the spine, the pelvis wants. You can even keep the eyes closed, really keeping the awareness inward. Awesome work, everyone. 1 more round of breath. Big inhale. Let it all go as you exhale. Good. And then coming back into tabletop, go ahead, lower down to the forearms and slide yourself all the way down onto the belly. Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders. Start to draw the elbows towards the belly. Find a back bend here, lift through the crown of the head. Now, so a little engagement through the core. So you're lifting up instead of gravity pulling you down. And then you can stay here, maybe bring the chin to the chest, breathe into the back of the neck, the cervical spine. Hang out here, maybe find some half circles, go to the right and then to the left. And then slowly start to send the gaze back forward. Now your choice, you can stay here or we're gonna kind of start to turn on the core muscles. So we're gonna slowly move into forearm plank. So the pelvis is really heavy, so this is gonna be some work. So start to draw the belly in, so pull the belly in, and then see if you can use your core muscles to lift the pelvis off the ground. So you may shake there, definitely shaking. And then tuck the toes, lift, draw the knees, or lift the knees, draw the heels away. And really pull the belly in, so kind of like thinking of tucking the tailbone here. So you're engaging your core muscles instead of dumping weight into the low back. Now this is tough, stay here, or you can find some love, some strength in the shoulders. As you inhale, maybe shift forward towards the tips of the toes, shoulders reach to the top, and then exhale, shift back. Maybe two more, inhale, shift forward, exhale, shift back. One more, big inhale, exhale. From here back to forearm plank, slowly lower back down to Sphinx pose, untuck the toes. Let this feel good, lift through the crown of the head. Awesome job, take an inhale. And then when you're ready, slowly lower down. Palms can walk underneath the shoulders. So cobra pose, Bhujangasana. I teach a little more strength cobra, so we're not gonna lift as high, but feet press down, knees lift, inner thighs squeeze in and up. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the heart. So little to no weight in the hands here. Try not to really use the hands to lift up. That's why you're just gonna find a little lift, lifting the chest. Shoulder blades go down the spine. So strong, make sure to breathe. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Beautiful, maybe two more. Inhale, cobra, Bhujangasana, lift up. And then exhale, slowly release. Okay, last time, inhale, cobra. Feet press down, knees lift, maybe float the hands this time, breathe into the spine, and then exhale, release. Good, option for child's pose, tuck the toes, maybe press up or come back up onto the forearms, and then knees can go wide, big toes to touch, send the hips back. Any variation of child's pose, you can relax the arms or maybe lift the elbows, the wrists, open and close the mouth, slow it all down here. Check in. Maybe see if you're holding on to something, and then see if you can find, kindness for yourself. Letting go of any expectations, any comparison here. Finding some gratitude for where you are currently at. Take a deep inhale, fill up with kindness, gratitude for yourself, for your practice, your body. And then big open mouth exhale, share it off, let it go. Stay here or come back into tabletop or maybe a downward facing dog. Down dog, hands can walk forward, grip the fingertips, tuck the toes, send the hips nice and high. First down dog, feel free to explore. Pedal up the legs, sway the hips, maybe shake the head yes, shake it no. But really keep the hands active. So no, gravity is a weight here. So gravity is pulling you down to the ground. So you have to, use your shoulders, your core to help lift you up. So instead of letting the weight dump forward, can you press the ground away? Send the weight to your shoulders, your core muscles to help you stay lifted. Relax the head and the neck. And then maybe bend the legs. Give, the back side of the body some space here, but drive the heels to the ground. Don't worry if the heels don't touch. Remember, down dog, strengthening the shoulders, the core muscles, opening up the backside. Take a big inhale. If you need it, open mouth exhale. And then when you're ready, walk your hands to meet your feet. Doesn't matter where on your mat. Finding ragdoll, nice relaxed forward fold. Bend the legs as much as you like. Cross the arms at elbows. Any variation of the arms. Sway it out. Shake it side to side. Let all the tension, maybe some stress, kind of melt off the spine here. And then take your time, slowly release any grip, roll up, let the head, the arms be nice and heavy. Once you reach the top, you can roll the shoulders up and down, maybe roll the head of the neck. And then if you're not there, make your way to the top of your mat. We'll meet into Tadasana pose, mountain pose. If you can be hip width distance, maybe, walk the feet in slightly so the feet are right underneath the hips. Roll the shoulders up and down. You can shine the palms forward. And then gaze can go out in front of you. Maybe start to close the eyes. But see if you can soften the toes. Gently lift from the arches. Find engagement through the legs, maybe the glutes, but try not to over grip. And core muscles pulling in, lifting up out of the low back. Crown of the head lifts. And try to find a little more space between the shoulders and the ears. And then take a breath here. Big inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, share it off. And you can stay here or inhale, reach the arms up overhead, extend it to Tadasana, maybe send the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, keep a little bend in the legs, ride your breath, come all the way down. And then as you inhale, halfway lift, palms can come to your shins or maybe to the blocks. But think of, your upper body parallel with the mat. So really strong through the core, navel in, front ribs in. Take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, forward fold, release. Okay. Keep a little bit in the legs, rooting down, rising up. Big inhale, extended to Tadasana, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti, pull it in. Good, so we're gonna flow through that one time, kind of like a half sun A, and then we'll start to add on. So feel free to make this your own. Inhale, extended to Tadasana, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long neutral spine, belly in. Exhale, forward fold, release. Keep a little bend in the legs, rooting down, rising up. Big inhale, extended to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Take a breath, check in, soften the jaw. Good, then we're going to start to add on. Inhale, extend it to Tadasana, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift. This time, step your left foot back, low lunge. So feet are hip width distance. And then come onto the left knee. Hands can stay down or inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the hips, to the heart. Or maybe work the arms, reach the arms up overhead. We'll press the top of the left foot down. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Pull the belly in, lift up out of the low back. So maybe finding some space here in the left psoas, the left quad muscles, the front of the thigh. This can be a challenging posture for balance, so keep the stance, hip width distance, maybe a little wider, and keep rooting down to the top of the left foot. Now your choice, you can stay here, or for this first round, we'll add a tricep stretch. So you can bend the left arm, reach the left arm down the back. Right hand can come to the left elbow, gently press down. Stay here, maybe lean to the right. So breathing into the back of the left arm, maybe a little into the left side body again. One more round of breath here, take an inhale. Gently lean to the right as you exhale. And then slowly coming back up, reach the arms up overhead, half splits. So hands come to the ground, maybe to your blocks, and then bump the hips back, straightening through the right leg. So great place to use blocks or maybe a chair, hands to the chair, but slide the right heel forward so the hips stay stacked on top of the back knee, and then see if you can kind of drive the right heel, the right hip straight back. Crown of the head reaches forward, lengthening out of the low back here, and then bend into the right knee as much as you need it. 2 more rounds of breath here, focusing on the hamstrings today, so breathe into the back of the right leg, take a big inhale. Gently fold as you exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And then taking your time, we're going to come into crescent high lunge. So bend back into the right leg, plant the foot, tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and then check, make sure the feet are hip width distance. And then when you're ready, slowly rise, hands to hips, to the heart, or 2 hands can stay on the ground. But just like you did in kneeling lunge, right hip draws back, left hip draws forward, lift from the back thigh, so kind of, left inner thighs lifting up towards the sky. And then same thing, you can stay here. If you want to work the arms, they can reach up overhead, your choice. And then take an inhale, stay for the exhale. And then start to imagine chair pose in your mind. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, chair, step your left foot to the top of the mat. Maybe hands come to heart. So chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend into the legs, belly in. And then bringing awareness of the legs. Draw the feet, the legs away from one another like you're pulling the mat apart in two, but squeeze the inner thighs together. And then take an inhale. Sit a little lower as you exhale. And then you can stay here, or we're going to find an open arm twist to the right. So left hand will reach forward, maybe right hand to the hip or right hand back, and just start to turn your chest to the right side. So try to keep the hips in line. Try not to let the left knee kind of draw forward. The left hip draws back. Belly in, find some space here. Take an inhale. Gently twist as you exhale. And then back to chair. Maybe hands to heart to reach them up overhead. Big inhale. And then exhale, standing position, Samasthiti. Straighten the legs, bring your hands to heart. Take a breath here, big inhale. Let it go as you exhale. Beautiful, same thing other side. Inhale, extended Tadasana, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And then step your right foot back. Coming into kneeling lunge, so make sure the feet are hip width distance, and then come onto the right knee. So top of the right foot draws down, left hip draws back. Stay or maybe lift up, hands to hips, to the heart, or reach the arms up overhead. So kind of focusing on the front of the right thigh here, the quad muscle and into the psoas. With the left hip draws back, right hip gently draws forward. Belly pulls in to lift you up. Top of the right foot presses down, and then you can stay here or tricep stretch on this side. Right hand's going to reach behind the back. Left hand to the right elbow, gently press down. Stay here, or maybe lean to the left. So breathing into the right side. Only go as far as you need to here. Press the top of the right foot down. Big inhale. Gently reach to the left as you exhale. And then coming back up to center, arms can go up overhead. Exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Hands to the ground, straighten through the left leg, sending the hips back. Great place to use your blocks or hands to a chair. And then slide the left heel forward so the hips are on top of the back knee. And then bend into the left leg as much as you need to. Left toes can be flexed. And then to find a little more space in the back of the thigh, the hamstring, see if you can draw the left hip straight back. 2 more rounds of breath, shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale, lengthen, reach out of the low back. And then exhale, gently fold. Beautiful, one more big inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then taking your time, crescent, place the left foot down. Tuck the back toes, make sure the feet are hip width distance, maybe a little wider to help with balance. And then stay here or slowly rise, high lunge, crescent pose. And then left hip draws back again, right hip draws forward, belly in, see if you can lift up. And this is a tricky posture, a lot of strength happening in the inner thighs draw in to kind of help you feel stable. But know you're on the back ball of the right foot, so you're not fully grounded. So this can be a balanced posture. Find any variation with the arms. And then start to imagine chair pose in your mind. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, step to the top of the mat. Right foot meets the left, maybe hands to heart. So adjusting if you need to here. Maybe that transition didn't, look pretty, but no, you made it there. And then draw the feet away. Inner thighs draw in. Soften the shoulders back. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then you can stay here or finding the twist. So big inhale breath. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Maybe left hand to the hip, right hand can reach forward. And just start to turn your chest to the left side. So trying to twist from the belly up. So right hip's going to draw back. Beautiful work. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then back to chair pose. Arms can reach forward or to heart. And we're going to press to stand, so take an inhale breath. As you exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Beautiful work. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Good. So we're going to change it up a little bit and picking up the pace and then adding on at the end. So when you're ready, inhale, extend it to Dosana, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back. So coming right into high lunge, crescent pose. So feet are hip width distance. Hands can stay or reach the arms up overhead. Right hip draws back, left hip draws forward. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Step the left foot forward. Maybe hands to heart. Good. Draw the feet away. Inner thighs squeeze in. Now stay here. Or arms come back up overhead. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. So here's where we're going to add some balance. Keep the right foot grounded. Left foot's going to come up. So inhale, rise. One-legged Tadasana. Left knee lifts. Hands can reach up overhead or hands to heart. Now checking in with this standing leg. So find strength from the right glute. Gently kind of activate it, squeeze it, but try not to over grip. And then flex through the left toes. Soften the shoulders down. Good. Now hands can come to heart, so give the shoulders a break. Maybe extend through the left leg, big inhale. Bend back into the left leg as you exhale. 2 more, inhale, extend. Not easy to do. Exhale, bend. Good, now inhale, extend the left leg, maybe hold here, draw the left hip back, squeeze the right glutes. We're going to take this into standing splits. So hands can reach up overhead, big inhale. As you exhale, reach the hands forward, swing the left leg back, so kind of move like a pendulum here. And then hands to the ground, to your blocks. Fold on top of the right leg, standing splits. Bend the right leg as much as you need to here. And the hips can kind of be open, that might feel good. But relax the shoulders, the jaw. Beautiful work. And then take a big inhale breath. We're going to come into warrior 2. So bend the right leg, hands will come to the ground. Step your left foot back. So left toes are going to point to the left side. And then when you're ready, windmill the arms open. Beautiful. So moving into some hip opening postures here. Right knee draws back. A little bend in the left leg. Lift from the left arch. Hands can always come to the heart. Maybe reach the arms behind you. Or find warrior 2 arms, whatever feels right this morning. But pull the belly in so you're not arching the low back and flaring the belly, the front ribs forward. And then send a gaze wherever it feels best here. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then making your way into reverse warrior. Flip the right palm, reach up and back. Maybe left hand to the left thigh. Gaze can be up or down. But keep the lunge in the right knee. Lift up out of the right hip. Beautiful. Take a big inhale. Reach back as you exhale. And then last inhale breath. Exhale, side angle. Right forearm can come to the thigh. I like to shorten the stance, maybe walk the left foot forward. And then find some circles with the left arm. So you can reach it down and then high. And then take those circles the other way. And then finding your side angle. Left hand can reach up overhead, maybe extended side angle. Left arm reaches, towards the front, ear in line with the bicep. But checking with the core, belly in, and then gently lift the heart. Try not to collapse into the right leg. So strong. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale back to reverse warrior. Sweep it up and back. And then this time you're going to circle down into high plank. So turn the left toes forward, plant the palms, step your right foot back, high plank. All right, so option now to add in chaturanga to up dog or maybe lower down to cobra. So for chaturanga, you can come onto the knees, take an inhale. Chaturanga, bend at the elbows, come about halfway down. Squeeze the arms in. Now lower down for cobra or inhale to your upward facing dog. Tops of the feet, press down, knees lift, lift the heart. And then wherever you're at, downward dog or tabletop is where we'll meet. Tuck the toes under, send the hips high. Shake the head yes. Shake it no. Open and close the mouth. A lot of new stuff there. Awesome job. And see if you need to let it go. Any thoughts? Big inhale. Maybe open mouth, exhale, let it all go. And then we're going to come to the top of your mat. Lift your heels. You can gaze forward. Bend the legs. Step, walk all the way top of your mat. Once you reach the top, halfway lift, take an inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise, extend it to Tadasana, reaching up, growing tall. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti, standing at attention. Good. So check in. A lot of stuff there. Let it go. So we'll do the same thing on the left side, and then lastly, we'll just flow it all together. So inhale, extend it to Tadasana, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bowing forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Right foot steps back for crescent. So make sure the feet are hip width distance. Strong legs, inner thighs draw in, and then lift up, hands to hips, to the heart, or maybe reach the arms up overhead. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Now inhale, chair pose. Right foot steps to the left, hands can come to heart, sit the hips back. Beautiful. Stay here, arms can reach up back high. Big inhale breath. Open arm twist to the left. So try to draw the right hip back. Just turn the chest to the left side. Now right leg's gonna rise. So as you inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts, left foot stays grounded. Now squeeze the left glute, but try not to over squeeze. Find a little bit of activation in the standing leg, and then flex through the right toes. Arms can be lifted, or maybe hands stay at the heart. And then feel free to extend the right leg. Take an inhale, draw the right heel away, and then exhale, bend back into the right leg. Okay, a little Pilates work here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend back. Okay, last time, inhale, extend. Hold here. Maybe reach the arms up overhead. Now slowly taking this to standing splits. Big inhale breath. As you exhale, hinge forward. And then sweep the arms all the way down to your blocks, to your chair, folding on top of the left leg. So bend into the left leg as much as you need it. Find support, hands to blocks, the chair or the ground. And then the hips can start to open here. Finding strength or finding length in the back of the left leg. Shake the head yes, shake it no. And then one more round of breath here. Take an inhale. Slowly step it back for warrior two. Bend the left leg. Right toes can step back. Right toes point to the right. And then when you're ready, slowly windmill the arms open. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So take time here. Check out the legs. Left toes point forward. Right toes point diagonally to the right side. Try not to lock the right leg. Little bend in the right leg. Inner thighs squeeze in, Mula Bandha, so pelvic floor lock to lift you up. Any variation of the arms. I like to give the shoulders a break a lot of times and relax the arms, so find the variation that feels good for you. Gaze can go wherever it feels best. And then take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then meeting in reverse warrior, flip the left palm. Inhale, reach the left arm up and overhead. The right hand can go down the thigh, gaze can be up or maybe towards the right foot, but breathe into the left side. Soften the left shoulder. And then one more big inhale. As you exhale, side angle, left forearm to thigh, maybe kind of shorten the stance, and then feel free to find some circles with the right arm. And then take those circles the other way. And then find your side angle. Right fingertips can lift high or maybe reach the right arm up overhead. So it's going to intensify the right side body stretch. Right palm faces down, ear in line with the bicep. And then pull the belly in, lift the heart. So you're not collapsing in the low back or into the left hip. Strong, intense posture. One more round of breath here. Take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then back to reverse warrior as best as you can. Try to keep the lunge in the left knee. Take an inhale. And then circling down. So your choice. Maybe a high plank or right to down dog. For high plank, step the left foot back. And then maybe, finding chaturanga, come onto the knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, bend at the elbows. Now your choice, upward dog or lower down for cobra. Find your back bend. For up dog, lift the knees. And then exhale, downward dog, tabletop, send the hips high. Woo. Shake the head, yes, shake it, no. Open and close the mouth. Big inhale. Maybe open mouth, exhale. And then come into the top. Lift your heels, gaze forward. Bend the legs, step, walk all the way to the top of your mat. Once you reach the top, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, little bend in the legs, rooting down, lifting high. And then exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Take a breath or two, slow it down. Maybe open and close the mouth, take some, movement. Grab some water. So lastly, we're just going to put it all together, and this is where we're going to find that nice moving meditation. So kind of moving breath to movement. So the pace is going to pick up, so the heart rate may pick up. And this is where you can kind of, work the cardiorespiratory system, work the heart, the lungs, kind of finding, a little more movement as well. But, listen to what you need. Feel free to go at your own pace. And 2, you can always skip this last round. But it's going to go a little bit faster, so feel free to adjust when needed. So let's take a breath to start. Big inhale. If you need it to open mouth, exhale. All right, let's just move with the breath. Allow the body to do what it needs here. Big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, low lunge, step the left foot back. Feet come hip width distance, take your time. Crescent, inhale, rise, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, chair pose, step to the top of the mat, hands can come to heart. Good, stay here, inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Left leg will lift, inhale, rise, left knee lifts, arms up overhead. And then from here, straighten through the left leg. Take a big inhale. Standing splits as you exhale, slowly hinge forward, hands to blocks to the mat, lift the left leg high. Now imagine warrior 2, take a big inhale breath. Exhale, warrior 2, set the left foot back, windmill the arms open, rise up. Settle in as you exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior, flip the right palm, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle, right forearm to thigh. Maybe left hand circles down and then up overhead. Holding here for a breath. Belly in, lift the heart, take an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, back to reverse warrior. Sweep it up and back. And then exhale, circle down. So your choice. Maybe step back to down dog. Step back to high plank. From high plank, maybe lower onto the knees. Take an inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Lower down for cobra or inhale to up dog. Back bend of your choice. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips high. Take a breath. Know that tabletop, even child's pose is there. Listen to what you need. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let some heat go. Come into the top of your mat. Lift your heels. Gaze forward. Bend the legs. Step. Walk all the way to the top. Halfway lift once you're there, long spine. Exhale, fold. Keep a little bend in the legs, rooting down, rising up. Inhale, extend it to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath or 2, slow it down. Check in, see if you're holding on to anything. Find some kindness, a hinsma for yourself. And then last round, last side, and then we'll start to slow it down. So when you're ready, inhale, extend it to Tadasana. Make sure to go at your own pace. Exhale, forward fold, ride it down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Feet are hip width distance, rooting down, rising up, big inhale, crescent, high lunge. Exhale, chair pose, step to the top of your mat, hands to heart. Good, sit the hips back. Hands can stay or reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Now right leg will lift up. Inhale, rise, one-legged Tadasana. Gently squeeze the left glute. Stay here or extend the right leg. Big inhale, breath. Exhale, slowly standing splits. Just kind of move like that pendulum here. Hands to the ground, send the right heel high. Reach for the chair, the blocks. And then big inhale, breath. Warrior 2, step the right foot back. When you're ready, windmill the arms open. Warrior 2, open up. Exhale, settle in. Reverse warrior, flip the left palm, reach up and back. Big inhale. Exhale, side angle. Left forearm to thigh. Maybe extend, reach the right arm down and then up overhead. Holding here, inner thigh squeeze in, belly and lift the heart. So strong. And then inhale, reverse. Sweep it up and back. Beautiful job. Finish it out. Circle down. Maybe high plank or straight to down dog. Feel free to skip this. Option for chaturanga. Come onto the knees. Take an inhale. Tricep push-up, chaturanga as you exhale. Find your back bend. Up dog or lower down for cobra. Big inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Woo! We did it. Take an inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more big inhale. Side out, let it go, exhale. And then you can stay here or child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees can go wide, sit the hips back. If the heart rate is still up and you kind of feel like you need to take a seat instead, keep the head above the heart. Don't be afraid to come to a seat. So a seated pose or child's pose, but wherever you can start to really slow it down. If you're in child's pose, find a spot in the hips, the arms, the forehead that feels best. And just feel your heart. Feel the heart rate, maybe feel the heat, the sweat that you created, all your hard work. Kind of let that soak in. And taking some time here to already, acknowledge how strong you already are. And letting go of how things may have looked, and just honoring that you made it here. You made it to this point in the class. Whether you pushed through or you took breaks when needed, thank yourself for honoring what your body needed this morning. So take a deep inhale, fill up with a hinzma, kindness, gratitude for yourself. And then open mouth, exhale, share it off. And then you can stay in a child's pose or a seat for as long as you want. When you're ready, maybe grab a block and come all the way down onto your back. And two, make sure your strap is handy, but if you need water or anything else, feel free to grab that before you come all the way down. Once you're on your back, maybe knees to the chest. If you like happy baby, you can take that as well. Find any organic movements. Sway the knees side to side. If you're in happy baby, stamping the feet onto the ceiling. Just giving the low back some love. And then let's find a back bend, bridge pose. So if you like supported bridge, great place to use a block here and slide that block underneath the hips. But option to take maybe 2 bridge poses, 2 active ones, or maybe one supportive, one active, or maybe just stay on the block the whole time. So if you're going to be active, arms off to the side, maybe fingertips kind of reach for the heels, and then drive the heels down, start to lift the hips coming into bridge. So I'm going to give you some options, all right? So last little bit of like Pilates work here, but drive the heels down, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, but try not to overgrip the glute muscles. And then you can stay here or kind of like hip thrusters, glute thrusters. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, lower the hips down to a hover. And then as you inhale, gently lift, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower down to a hover. Good, let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, lift, holding in your bridge. So gently finding strength in the back side of the body, the hamstrings, the glutes, the spine muscles, to find length in the front body. Relax the jaw, make sure to breathe. Maybe flip the palms up and start to wiggle the shoulder blades up underneath you. Open up the chest. One more big inhale. And then as you exhale, lower back down. Good. Stay here or butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees can go wide. Maybe right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. If you're in supported bridge, feel free to stay there. Enjoy supported bridge as long as you want. Start to slow it down. And then your choice, no judgment here. Feel free to stay or one more round of bridge. So slowly closing the legs, bring the feet back to hip width distance. And then when you're ready, slowly lift the hips coming into bridge. So you can hold, you can come back to those hip thrusters, or maybe one-legged bridge. Start to walk your left foot to the middle of the mat, stamp your right foot onto the ceiling. So drive the heels away. Now your choice, stay here or take an inhale, lower the hips down to that hover. Inhale, lift back up, drive the heels away, exhale, lower down. Couple more, we got this. Big inhale, lower down as you exhale. Last time, inhale, lift, hold here for 3, 2, 1, back to bridge. Feet come back to hip width distance, reset. And then lastly, other side, walk your right foot to the middle of the mat, stamp your left foot onto the ceiling, drive the heels away, so really press the right heel down. Stay here or take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down to a hover. Inhale, lift, drive the heels away, exhale, lower. Couple more if you want it. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift, hold here, drive the heels away, press the right heel down for 3, 2, 1, release back to bridge. Last bridge, lift the hips, let this feel good, take an inhale breath, and then when you're ready, lower down. Beautiful work. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees go wide. Maybe right hand to heart, left hand to belly, slow it down. Back bending is so important for the spine, but it also, creates a lot of heat in the body, so take time to slow it down. Allow the low back to relax towards the mat. And then you can stay here or close the legs. Constructive rest pose, knees together. Feet can walk to the outer edges of the mat. Allow the low back to draw to the ground. And then maybe cactus the arms up overhead. You can let the head rock heavy side to side. Beautiful work. You can even start to windshield wiper the legs side to side. Maybe find movement in the legs if that feels right. A couple more rounds of breath. And see if you can focus on the breath, keeping the mind here with the body present. Good, and then let's, give love to the hamstrings one last time. So if you have the strap, great place to use it. The hamstrings are nice and warm, so this might feel good. You might be able to go a little bit further, but placing the strap around the right foot or maybe interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh. And we're gonna hold for about 5 to 8 rounds of breath on each side and just kind of giving you freedom to do what feels right. So maybe you stay here and gently draw the right leg towards you. Maybe you explore kind of movement, swaying the leg side to side. If you want to open up and breathe into the inner left thigh, you can send the leg all the way to the right. So, find what feels best. We try to keep the shoulders relaxed, open and close the mouth. And so you can always hold in some stillness and just give the hamstring some love, some room to just be. And if using the strap causes tension in the shoulders, you can always interlace the fingers behind the thigh. 3 full more rounds of breath. Check in, see where the shoulders are at, see where the jaw is at, see if you need to relax. Take a big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Last round of breath here. And then your choice, you can stay or maybe give the hips some love, half happy baby. So kind of think of lizard lunge on your back. So if you have the strap, you can place the strap in both hands, but start to bend the right leg. Sending the knee over to the edge of the mat, stamping your right foot onto the ceiling. If you have the space, you can always explore kind of grabbing for the heel with the right hand. It might even feel good to kind of bend the left leg. And if you don't have a strap, you can even just interlace the fingers behind the right thigh and send the knee over towards the edge. But as best you can, see if you can soften. A couple more rounds of breath here, breathing into the right hip. And then when you're ready, slowly release, place the strap off to the side, bend into the right leg, and then find the twist. Send the knee over to the left. So find your twist here, maybe slide the left leg underneath, maybe lift the left shoulder. Gaze can be up or chin can start to fall to the right. Really start to slow it down, maybe even close the eyes. Allow the mind to just focus here on the breath, or maybe focus what's happening inward on the right side of the body. And take one more big inhale. Gently twist, breathe into the right side as you exhale. And then when you're ready, slowly release, come back to center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. If you want, grab your strap, loop it around the left foot, stamping your left foot onto the ceiling. Same thing, 5 to 8 rounds of breath here, just exploring the left hamstring one last time. So maybe draw the left leg towards you, keep it bent in the left leg as much as you need it. Maybe you find movement, kind of swaying the foot side to side. You can even maybe open up the hip and send the leg over to the left, if that feels right, but find any variation. Try to relax the shoulders, soften the jaw. 3, 4 more rounds of breath here. Awesome work, everyone. And then take a big inhale. Breathe into the back of the left leg as you exhale. And then you can stay here, or option for half happy baby, kind of lizard lunge on the back. So you can grab for the strap, bend into the left leg, sending the knee over to the edge of the mat, stamping your left foot onto the ceiling. And you can always kind of grab, maybe one day or one lifetime you have the space to grab for the left heel or the left foot. You can even explore bending the right leg. That might give you a little more space in the pelvis. But keep the shoulders soft, open and close the mouth, breathe into the left hip. And once again, you can always just interlace the fingers behind the thigh as well. Relax the shoulders, open and close the mouth. Beautiful work. Take a big inhale. Breathe into the left hip as you exhale. And then stay here, or lastly, finding the twist, release the strap. Draw the left knee over to the right. Maybe, draw the right leg underneath to stack the knees, but find the twist that feels good here. Maybe draw the right shoulder blade up to make room for the left. And then gaze can be up, or chin can start to fall to the left side. But relax through the face, through the jaw. Maybe start to close the eyes, really slowing it down. And to not only using this twist to, detox the spine, the body, kind of rinsing it out, but also maybe using this twist to let go of those thoughts, those things that don't serve you. Those things we may make up in the mind, things we tell ourselves that aren't true. So take a big inhale, fill up, gently twist, let it all go. The thoughts, the tightness, the tension, anything you're holding on to. And then when you're ready, slowly release. And then you can, close out the practice, or if you would like, waterfall pose, maybe lift the legs up overhead one last time, kind of wiggle it out. But find any last movements you may need, but know we're headed to Shavasana, so feel free to go there if you want extra time. But honor what you need right now. Any last movements, postures. And two, you can always stay here and legs up the wall as long as you want. Or curl into a ball, grab for opposite legs, maybe forehead to the knees. Give yourself a hug, squeeze it all together. And then releasing Shavasana, corpse pose. Take up as much space as you like. Letting the arms and the legs go long. Draw the shoulder blades up underneath you. Soften through the jaw. And then maybe coming back to your intention. Maybe it was cultivating kindness, a hinsma for yourself. So just taking some time here to maybe, have some positive thoughts. You can even kind of use the breath and kind of use mantra here as well. Maybe as you inhale, telling yourself, I am. And as you exhale, enough. Inhale, I am. Exhale, enough. Inhale, I am. Exhale, enough. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, enough. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, enough. I am enough. I am enough. And you can stay here for as long as you want. Whenever you're ready, start to deepen the breath. And you start to bring small movements back in. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. Gently roll the ankles, the wrists, let the head rock heavy side to side. And then option for a nice full body stretch, good morning stretch. Reach the arms up overhead, send the legs long, take some wiggles. And then you can draw the knees to the chest, hang out here, or rock to your favorite side for fetal pose using the bottom arm as a pillow. Stay here, take some time to reflect. Also, honoring this posture, finding rebirth, coming into these new opportunities you created here for yourself. And then when you're ready, you can gently press up to a seat, cross the ankles, sit on the shins, maybe find some movement, roll the shoulders up and down, find some half circles in the neck. And then hands can rest on the thighs, maybe hands come to heart center for Anjali Mudra, sealing in our practice. But feel the sit bones rooting down, the belly pulling in, the crown of the head lifting, finding your strong, long, supported spine. And then one more time, finding gratitude for yourself, for showing up each week, for listening to the body, and for taking time for yourself. Take an inhale, fill up with gratitude, kindness for yourself. Open mouth, exhale, share it off. And I thank you all for being here, for sharing your beautiful practice. I thank yoga for bringing us together. And from my heart to yours, with so much gratitude, I bow. Thank you, thank you.